I don't see it. I don't see it on your channel, Huddison. Yeah.
Yeah, it's up. The splash screen.
Oh yeah, I see. It's like, no, that was 1 week ago. That was 1 week ago. The splash screen that I'm seeing. Well, I don't see it, but anyway, if somebody else is seeing it, that's good.
Hudson, I can see it. It's live stream flight London City to Birmingham Airport, brackets with added autopilot. Goodness. Yeah, you popped up on my YouTube.
Ah, and I've got it now as well.
Yeah. Yep, piano.
Yeah.
I just had to mute the sound on the video because I don't want to hear myself talking in a delay.
We'd love to hear you, Beth.
Yeah, but I don't need to hear me. I already hear me when I'm talking. I don't need to have it repeat.
Nice music choice, Huddison. Who is that? Oh yeah, you are actually. Yeah, I just see it. Yeah.
Did you get the piano on your plane? Oh, I couldn't believe that.
Oh man.
Richard Claderman.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who's in a typhoon? There's someone in a typhoon sitting on the runway.
Probably.
I can hear it in the background, but it keeps cutting out. I don't know who that is. The music in the background on this channel. It ain't me.
No, it's coming through Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huddison is playing his music.
Ah, okay.
Probably me as well. So they stream my phone, you see, but obviously can't see them.
Yeah, I got a 172, just taxi environment.
That be me. I'm at the whole short of the runways. On Echo.
Yeah, okay. I see you in front of me.
Yes, thank you, Al.
Oh, you're welcome.
Mark.
I'm really impressed, Huddison. You can actually fly this plane and play a piano at the same time. It's really amazing.
Oh, I know. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Good to have you on board. Hopefully, can everybody hear me on YouTube? I'll just have to wait for the delay until people say yay or nay.
Yeah, got you.
Oh,
on
I
YouTube.
can. Great, brilliant. So I think I'm all set up. Just double click. I've got a lot of windows open. Okay, so I'm on the Xbox Series S dashboard, and this will be a flight with some. It will be some manual flying and some autopilot flying. What I'm going to do first is go to the world map from the home screen. And we've got quite a few people actually before I start, and that will make me feel more at home. Can people say hi in the live chat?
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Brilliant.
Hello.
Great. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to set up a flight from London City Airport over to Birmingham. So I'm going to do this step by step with you in case people are playing on Xbox and we can't yet share flight plans on the Xbox. I can't see London City Airport, isn't it? I can't get all of the main. There we are. So I'm going to go to London City Airport. I'm using the Xbox Series S controller. I'm going to press my A button there and go set as departure. I'm going to zoom out and go to the west of the UK to this mouth over here, as you can see. And if we go up from here, we can see Birmingham. Zoom in there, just below Birmingham City, I hope. Yep, we got Birmingham Airport. Let me know if anybody's playing on Xbox following this, playing along. Let me know if it's all clear. So I'm at Birmingham Airport. I'm going to press my A button again and press set as arrival. It's all very simple. We have a simple flight straight from London City to Birmingham. A little bit boring in that sense. So we're going to fly, and this is where the hand flying comes in. We're going to fly through London City, which I'll show you in a moment, over to Heathrow. So we're going to add Heathrow as a waypoint. So I clicked my A button on there and go to add. And one last thing, over here, it's pretty much perpendicular or parallel to this box here. We've got Oxford. So I'm going to go to Oxford here. It's basically a point of interest or town, as it were, a city. Sorry, Oxford. I'm going to press my A button there and press add. And that's our flight plan, generally. Is that clear enough for everybody who's playing along? Both chat and YouTube.
Yep.
Roger that.
Ready to go.
Oh, right, okay, brilliant.
I find a way to get to Oxford. If I go up or down.
Sorry, say again.
From Heathrow, as you add.
Oh, Oxford, yeah. If you go about halfway to the map, you've got a box. Can you see my screen? I'm pointing. I've got the cursor over that 01:12. Oxford. Actually, let me just go through this with you. That's okay. I'm going to remove Oxford and add it again. So there we go. So that's what you should have at the moment. Yes.
Well, I can't see. So I'm just basically talking to you through my phone.
So
I know that you want to search, put in Oxford, that takes straight.
can you say that again? I'm not quite clear on that.
He says he's talking to us through his phone.
Okay, I didn't hear that part. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Oxford. Did you say you're having trouble finding Oxford?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where this box is here, where my cursor is on screen. If you, are you watching this at all?
No.
Oh, in that case, if you go left from Heathrow to Reading, if you can see Reading next to Heathrow.
Left to Reading.
Yep. And go straight up from Reading just move your cursor up to from Reading. And you've got an airport called Chalgrove. So it's basically a few centimetres up on the world map, depending on how far you're zoomed in, up from Reading. Hello to everybody in YouTube. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just helping someone here. Have you found Chalgrove?
No.
Ah, okay.
I take it this is an airport.
Yeah, well, Reading is actually a city. I mean, on the map it's showing as a city, kind of a point of interest. It's about halfway up. Let's say it's about just under halfway up from Heathrow to Birmingham. If you just come to the left of the flight plan, you should find Oxford. I'll tell you what, if you're having trouble finding it, you might just be best following me in flight, if that's okay.
Yeah,
if you just...
From, obviously, where we are now,
Yeah.
I've got that to Heathrow, and then the next one after that, straight to Birmingham. So obviously, you can't put them up there.
Yeah, you're partly there. Just follow one of us, and hopefully you'll end up in the same place.
I think I will, yeah. Obviously, nameplates are on.
Yeah. So I'm just going to add Oxford again. Just a second. Let's hope it lets me.
Oxford.
Oh, you found it, brilliant. Yeah, if you just use your A button, if you're on PC, your left mouse or A button on your Xbox, and add that. And I'll just continue there. Flight conditions for this flight, because we got intermediate and learner flyers. I'm going to go clear skies. Sorry, not clear skies. I'm going to go to scattered clouds. I always say clear skies. Clear skies. Going to go to scattered clouds, and I'm going to turn the bottom wind layer off. I've obviously got the Cessna 172 with the G1000 selected. Time. This time of day in London, you won't be able to see a thing. It's up to you. I'm going to take my time back a couple of hours, and that may sound like cheating. It's not. Honestly, it's not going to make for a good stream if the sun's shining directly in our eyes all the way. So I'm going to take it back a few hours to about 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. local time. And I'm all set up. Are you chaps in live stream or flying with me all flying local time?
Local time for me.
It's up to you. I mean, you can keep it there.
Local time.
Okay, if it looks okay to you, it's fine. For a stream, it's just like I said, it's best just taking it back a few hours. The sun's pretty strong when you get to that part of the country.
It's actually quite cloudy.
Oh, is it? Oh, you've got live Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's up to you too. I would. It depends how good you are at flying, because there's a couple of things we're going to cover in this flight. I would recommend scattered clouds. Okay, so I'm on the runway. I can see lots of people in front of me. I'm going to get outside to see if I can see our chaps behind me. I can see Hugh there. I think, no, just, I could see Hugh for a second. Yolak, that is.
Yeah, I'm here.
May just have to wait. This happens with Flight Simulator for those who are watching or who are going to watch later. You can load into a multiplayer flight, and it takes time for people. There we are. For people to appear. I can see people appearing behind me. Am I inside? That sounds terrible. Is my aircraft inside anybody?
Nope. Can't tell, James.
There are like 3 people there where you spawn in at the runway. So
Oh,
move
there
forward
are.
a little bit.
I'm going to move forward, yeah. Actually, let's use my HOLTAS. And by the way, chaps, I'm using the HOLTAS one for people watching this. A combination of HOLTAS one, in fact, my Xbox controller and mouse. So it should be quite interesting. I have noticed, for those who are using both HOTAS and Xbox controller, do be careful. Because there is a bit of inconsistencies with using them both at the same time in Flight Sim. So there you go, I've moved forward. Okay, so a bit of housekeeping here. I'm going to go up to the top of the window here, select Weather tab. And I'm going to go to that bottom wind layer because it's terrible on any presets apart from live weather, and delete it. I'm going to come down to my left G1000, so you may all want to follow along with this. I'm going to go to the Alt knob at the bottom. I'm using mouse in my case to mouse up on the inner knob to 1,000 autopilot, set the autopilot to 1,000 feet, and then the outer knob to set it to 1,200 feet. Let me know if you're all following along with that.
Yep.
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 Yes, sir.
Okay, is that one of our chaps flying ahead? I think that's somebody else, is it? Okay, because yeah, maybe in the future we'll just do group flights where it's just us flying, because it can get quite confusing. There's a lot of people about. I thought this would be a bit of fun to have lots of people. Oh, great, there's a big jet just spawned in front of me. Typically, it's lots. This has not happened to me. Well, even when I was practicing. Typically, it's lots of fun to see people ahead of you. Get out my way. We may just have to fly through this jet here. I'm just going to catch up with chat there. Hi, AJ. Oh, it's okay. You're most welcome. That's great. I hope we learned something from this as well. I hope we all learned something from this.
Everyone check your barometer also.
Oh, yes. Yeah. What's this guy doing in front? We might just have to fly through this guy. He's backing up on us at the moment. So I'll tell you what, chaps. What we'll do... Oh, by the way, yeah, let me just talk about the flights a little bit. I'm sure I've missed something here. I have. I want to go to my external view, and because I'll be showing people on stream external views, I'm just going to turn my free look speed down, so when I'm panning around, it's not so snappy. What is that aircraft doing?
Oh, there he goes.
Good.
Reverse right.
He's reversing into the Thames behind us, I think. Into the little lake behind us.
That's okay, we'll gang up on him.
Yeah, could be one of our streamers. One of our guys. Someone's asking, who mentioned about the altimeter? Altimeter. How to set the altimeter. Did somebody mention that?
Alan did.
Alan, Alan, do you want to explain?
No.
'Cause, I think you said barometer, didn't you? Not the altimeter?
Yep, set barometers.
Okay, Clive, we can come back to that, Clive, and hopefully somebody can answer, but I'm just going to get on with this flight, otherwise we could be here for quite some time. So what we're going to do, we're going to fly, we're going to hand fly between 400 to 800 feet. It's up to you. Let me go off first, please, so you can people can see my aircraft in front. So give me a couple of seconds to sort of get up to speed and take off. 400 to 800 feet altitude, hand flying through London, following the River Thames. It will come eventually, the River Thames will point westward, and I'll tell you that when I'm at that point in the flight. And then you'll see Heathrow ahead of you. We're going to fly over Heathrow, which is very impressive. We're going to buzz Windsor Castle, and only then do we turn on our autopilot. And when we turn on our autopilot, for those who don't know, we're going to turn on autopilot. Because we'll be hand flying first, we have to select... sorry, turn on autopilot. Let's start that again. Turn on nav, so it will follow nav mode. People on stream can hopefully see me doing this. I'm showing them where the nav mode is. And then, because we've been hand flying, we're going to have to either go vertical speed or flight level change to get up to our 1200 feet, or down, depending how high or low you are, to our autopilot altitude, which is here, which is what we just set before. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, set for 1200.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because we're hand flying, if you select autopilot, it won't fly you up. It'll just keep you at that height that you set autopilot on. Whenever you set autopilot, if you'll see what I mean. So I'm gonna throttle up. So just give me a few seconds just to clear the path here, and then you can all follow behind. So just getting up to speed. Oh, I got a new message.
Oh, they'll wait.
They'll wait. So I've just taken off, chaps, so feel free now. I hope I set my sensitivities up. Often I can come into Flight Simulator with my hull task, forget that the sensitivities don't save, and then I've got to go back. I think I set them up beforehand because they feel good. I hope. So I'm gonna fly. I'm probably gonna fly in this part around 600 altitude. I'm gonna throttle back slightly just so I'm not over revving the engine, and I'll call out to you my typical speed. It'll be about 110 knots flying through London. Is everybody okay?
Yes, sir.
Great.
So far, yeah, all good here.
So as soon as I clear the O2, which is to the left of me, left front, and the financial district, which is just in front of the O2, I'm going to follow the river round the Thames. We'll take a look at some of the popular sights of London. Oh, AJ, was that you? Was that you in the jet? Okay, that's not a problem. You did back up, which was very kind of you.
So just to confirm, we're following the river, yeah?
Following the river, yeah, and essentially it'll come to a part where it will be quite an expansive river heading west. After the London Eye, I'll show you that when I get there. But then you'll see Heathrow. You should see Heathrow ahead of you. If we can see through the haze of multiplayer names, there's quite a lot of people. Heathrow's very popular, as you can well imagine. And we're coming up to Tower Bridge. Now, it is Tower Bridge. As a lad, I used to call this London Bridge, and I think many of us did. So named Tower Bridge because of the towers. London Bridge, for those who don't know, is a plain old bridge over the River Thames. There's nothing special significantly about London Bridge in the way it looks. But Tower Bridge, we used to be able to go up that, I mean, I'm talking 30, 40 years ago now, free of charge, and you used to be able to go up and see all the different rooms, and it was fascinating.
Is that like we used to sing as kids? London Bridge is falling down, falling.
I think that was a Great Fire of London. I think that was pertaining to that. I believe I could have my facts wrong. I think it's something to do with that. Almost, Alan. You got a walkie-talkie building I've just passed there, which is absolutely not my type of building. London on the Xbox and PC users can confirm this, is very, there's parts of it, the buildings which look crumbly and goodness knows what. There's a facelift or a redo of London due from Asobo. No ETA on that yet, but that makes me more than happy, because it's a shame that you have so many crumpled buildings around London. Is the PC the same? It was last time I tried.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. The outskirts of London look fine, and most of the UK, which is why I kept the UK update in, looks brilliant. But London looks pretty dire. Pretty poor, really, parts of it. So I'm just following the river round. I'm coming to the point now where it's coming to a westerly heading. I'm going to stick now in this westerly heading along the Thames. And yeah, I knew that would happen. There's a lot of multiplayer people around. It could be difficult to see Heathrow, but just head west if you can see my aircraft, for those who are following, I'm just going to continue west here towards Heathrow. Actually, there's not too many people at the moment, that's good. Chat on YouTube, I'll get to you in a second. I'm just concentrating on this part first. Once I've got Autopilot on, I can then catch up with the chat there. Catch up with the chat. So can you see the points of interest for Heathrow ahead of you?
Yes.
Great. And it's an impressive site. We did this as a dry run, and it's a pretty impressive site, Heathrow. It's the UK's busiest airport by far. Possibly, yeah, but it's definitely one of Europe's busiest airports. I'm not sure what the busiest airport is in Europe, but it's certainly one of the busiest and largest. And it's like a city unto itself, really. See the outskirts here? Don't speak too soon. Where that photogrammetry ends, it looks fine. And you can see, just about see there where the photogrammetry ends. I don't know if you can see that line. Yeah, so they need to sort out that photogrammetry issue. Apparently it's just the way the photogrammetry has reacted and translated. Flying over Kew Gardens and the Royal Botanical Gardens. Very impressive in real life. If you've not been to these are really impressive gardens. Lots of exotic plants and trees, and you can spend a couple of days walking around. It's a very large area. Lots of greenhouses as well. And again, it was probably 30 years ago when I went there. Has anybody been in chat to the Kew Gardens or Royal Botanical Gardens?
Negative, no.
Ah,
No, not me.
oh, it's a must-see, really. Doesn't look very impressive in flight sim, but there's a lot of ground it covers. Yeah, I don't think that's handcrafted scenery. I think it's just plunked in there. Okay, so coming up onto Heathrow here, it's just ahead of us. The point of interest on Heathrow is set on runway 27 right. So I want to fly in between the runways. So I'm coming left of that point of interest, of that marker. Oh, Heathrow's, thanks John, Heathrow's still number one. Is that in Europe? See, it's great having people in chat that know a lot more than me about regional airports. Very impressive. It takes a while to fly over Heathrow. It's quite, yeah, it's quite a sight. So how many people do we have in the flight?
Quite a few.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, goodness me.
Yeah, I'm behind Al Watts and...
Yeah.
Oh, I can see me. I can't see no one.
Oh.
I see you in front.
I had to turn my name tapes on to...
It's...
an Airbus going overhead.
What's the going overhead?
An Airbus.
Oh, right. Ah. Yeah, very popular at Heathrow. And by the way, I'm doing a lot of Xbox footage at the moment, but I do mean to get back on the PC. The CRJ, Aerosoft CRJ is calling me. And I don't know if anybody would be interested in me doing streams of the CRJ.
Yes, I would be.
Oh, great. Yeah, because I used to fly the Airbus quite a lot, the Aerosoft Airbus, and I love the interactivity they put in there. What on earth is that? Someone's taking a nosedive towards... Anyway, we're coming up. I was going to say Al, come on. Hugh, rather, sorry Al. Just coming up on the outskirts of the complex of Heathrow. Look how large this place is. Absolutely gigantic. I've not got AI traffic on. It's typically a lot busier than this in real life. Landing and takes off every 30 seconds, it seems, or more. But still, with the multiplayer shenanigans going on, it gives some kind of life to it. I better watch my altitude. I'm just about to crash into Heathrow Tower there, which won't do.
Ah, come on. Go for it.
Go on, I'll buzz it. I'll fly beside it. Maybe not. This could end prematurely. No, it's fine. So I'm going to wave to the controller as I pass by there. Is everybody okay, by the way? I've not been keeping up with people flying with me. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yeah, doing just fine.
Yeah, I'm probably a quarter mile behind.
Okay, just head towards Heathrow and Windsor. As long as you've got the flight plan, you can engage it, in fact, and then you may catch us up that way.
Yeah, I'm just hitting the outskirts of Heathrow.
Okay, yeah, you're not too far behind. There's another aircraft on the ground. Can anybody tell what that is?
An airplane.
A big airplane, yeah. Oh, Charles de Gaulle number 2. Great. John knows his stuff. Cheers, John. Keep them coming. I'm way behind. AJ, if you're way behind, mate, put on your autopilot. Just catch us up that way. We're going to buzz down now over Windsor Castle. Windsor Castle, by the way, it's elevated. Just be aware, if you're at an altitude which is, say, 400 or 500 feet, you might have to raise a little bit, because it's kind of on a hill, and the Queen wouldn't be very happy, I expect, if you smash into it.
She's not a Balmoral, so she doesn't know.
Oh, is she? Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, feel free. Windsor Castle is the largest inhabited UK castle, apparently. I don't know how impressive that stat is. I don't know how many inhabited castles there are around the UK. But there's a few in Scotland, isn't there, Al? Inhabited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, quite a lot. Yeah. Some of that are being rebuilt.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because of the floods and things, yes?
No, just people have bought them and bought a ruin and rebuilt them. So, and you can rent places to stay, of course, as well.
Yeah.
It's got Al passing below me.
Say that again, sorry?
Oh, I've just spotted Al.
Oh, sorry, right. So here's Windsor Castle for the benefit of the viewers. Lovely modelled castle in Flight Simulator. It's a handcrafted... Oh, by the way, I was mentioned over Heathrow. Heathrow was one of the first handcrafted airports in Flight Simulator. But this is also one of the first handcrafted models as well. Beautifully modelled. Hundreds of rooms, and again you could spend a day or two walking around the grounds of Windsor Castle. Okay, now I've passed it and it's behind me, I'm going to engage Autopilot. So I'm engaging Autopilot. That's engaged. I'm coming down to my left G1000 and hitting nav. I'm just going to pop up to make sure that the aircraft is responding. It is. I'm going to hit... So for people who don't know this, vertical speed, bottom, second from the bottom on that left panel, and then vertical speed nose up. I'm going to nose up by 400 feet per minute. I'll increase my altitude by 400 feet per minute. Let me know if everybody got that and is okay with that.
Yep.
All good here.
Great. And yep, we'll be flying towards our flight plan, and I'm going to bring up my... I advise you all to bring up your... it's up to you if you want to be... if you're more adept, you don't need to do this, but I bring up my VFR map. because Chalgrove Airport, hopefully if it loads in, Chalgrove Airport is not too far once we get established on that flight plan. So there's our VFR map. Chalgrove Airport is, let's see, it's here, Chalgrove Airport, and it's parallel, so the runway is pretty much parallel to our flight plan, so we're flying in the direction of the runway. We just need to come off the autopilot and go left a little bit. Who's that? It's a, what do you call him, a stream crasher or whatever.
Yeah, he's been flying around for a while.
Ah. Oh, well, I don't mind. Thankfully in multiplayer you can't crash into each other, which is a blessing, really.
Looks like there's two of them.
Mm.
Yeah, I think one of them was like has a helicopter mod or something on his plane because he can kind of hover like a helicopter.
Oh, he might be slewing. Could be slewing.
Oh!
Oh!
Somebody.
What happened? I thought somebody was coming straight at me then.
Oh!
Maybe jump.
So how's the YouTube chat doing? Charles Diggle number 2. What do we need? The game is realistic. London is run down. Yeah, it is. London is run down. Outside of London is amazing. It is UK. That's why I kept the UK update on, John. Absolutely. What's the code for the airport, please? Sorry, AJ. It's EGBB for Birmingham, I believe, isn't it, good chaps?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I put in the one for London City for him.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's why. Oh, that's perhaps why he's what he was wanting, in fact. And somebody typed. Oh, was that you, Martin, that put it in, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Heisenberg on the stream and Martin on YouTube.
I'll have to remember that. Coming quite adept at that, because there's quite a few people I know in here already. Yeah. So it won't be long. So basically, we're going to get these waypoints, and Chalgrove will show us a waypoint ahead of us. If you have... Oh, does everybody have POIs turned on?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. Well, maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to do it, especially for airports, because Chalgrove's just shown up for me. It's 15 nautical miles out, but I'm going to base my speed, reduce my speed, based on the nearer I get to it, and then I'll come off autopilot when I'm about 4 kilometers out from it, 4 nautical miles out from it. If you don't need to do that, it's fine. If you're quite confident at landing there.
James, oh, we landing there. Okay.
Oh, did I not tell you?
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Is it a stop and go or a full stop?
We're going to full stop and watch people land as well. So basically, so we get to Chalgrove. I'm going to come left of the runway onto the grass and then watch people land. And then I'm going to hopefully land towards the beginning of the runway, if you can do that, so we can just take off straight in that direction again. So.
I'll be with you guys in a minute. I crashed the desktops.
Oh no. Oh, okay. I'll just spawn on one of us. If you spawn on me, you might be closer there, Alan.
Yeah, I'll get somebody.
Yeah, we're still 15 miles out.
Yeah. The European countryside flowers in the sim. Yeah, it's really good, John. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the UK generally, I mean, look at this for the UK. Just the countryside of it looks incredible since the update. And the little towns, they just need to sort London out. I think once that's done, it's going to be, you know, one of the preferable places to fly in. Chalgrove. So when we get to, I'm going to get to 7.5 nautical miles out from Chalgrove. I'm going to reduce. I'm doing this for the benefit of the newer players, newer simmers rather. I'm going to reduce my throttle down to flaps 1 speed and go flaps 1 under autopilot, and then about 4.5 I'll disengage autopilot. Have the newer players got the airport points of interest on? Or people who may not be quite as adept? That's a funny question to ask, isn't it? Let me rephrase that. For those who are not sure, stick points of interest on airports. That would be the best advice. Chaps in YouTube, my stream, I'm trying to watch it. I usually get a stream showing on YouTube. It's not showing me. Is it coming through okay?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, great. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so I'm 9.4 where I am. I'm 9.4 nautical miles out from Chalgrove. It won't be long now till I start to reduce the throttle. And by the way, after we take off from Chalgrove, keep your eyes peeled because we'll be flying over Oxford. So I'm 8.5 nautical miles out. F-15, I don't have the F-15, Carlos. I mean, fighter jets, to be honest, if I'm going to fly a fighter jet, I prefer to do that in DCS. I'm more an aviation person in Flight Simulator. I did do the Eurofighter, but that's because I was reviewing a carrier. That's the only reason I bought it. I'll consider buying future aircraft. No, I'm not on X-Plane. Oh, I've got X-Plane, but this is a Flight Simulator, obviously. I'll consider buying aircraft that are aviation, not really jets, to be honest. So, okay, I'm 7.1 nautical miles out. I'm going to reduce my throttle. For the benefit of those watching the stream, this arrow on my RPM gauge here, I'm going to try and get it into that white arc, which I have there. This white arc on... I'll do this proper aces if you're watching. This white arc on the speed ribbon. I'm going to wait till my speed, it's about 86 nautical... It's about 86 miles per hour. I'm going to go wait so that hits that before I go flaps 1. So what, I'm at 94 miles, it's coming down, 92, I'm getting to that 86. So I shall soon go flaps 1. 89. 88, 87. And that will do. So I'm going to go flaps 1 there. What are we? 566 nautical miles out. So I'll just wait a little bit longer there. And then disengage the autopilot. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to line up, come to my left slightly and just... This is why I'm keeping the VFR map open so I can see. I'm going to line up about here with my aircraft. I'm showing the viewers on screen, by the way, chaps. Line up with the runway and hopefully just come through for a smooth landing. It's quite an easy airport to land at, by the way. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Maybe,
Yeah, excellent.
maybe just to err on safety, maybe gets the flaps 1 if I was you. It's quite... Once you come off autopilot, it's very close. So I'm disengaging autopilot now. Coming to my left. I can kind of see the outline of the runway already. I'll just keep that VFR map open so I can see if I'm lined up properly with it. So I was going, well, smaller inputs into the throttle to decrease altitude or maintain it. I'm going to take the advantage here, go to flaps 2, trim to compensate there, it does like to flare up quite a lot still. There's the airport in front of me, I can get rid of that map now. Oh, where's my mouse pointer gone? There it is. Good. Great speed. What are we? Around 68 knots. Good speed. Just checking. Always check outside your window, by the way, when you deploy flaps, that the flaps have come down. It's just good practice. Even though it's a simulator, you never know.
You never know in this simulator. That's
very true.
Welcome back, Alan.
Watch the runway ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, did you join us again, Alan?
Yeah, I'm back.
Runway.
Great.
3012. Yeah, we're lined up for 30. plenty of runway, so don't worry about the wind.
Lots of runway on this one, yeah. Are you chaps flying on live weather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brave,
Yeah.
brave.
Oh, stupid.
Yeah, I mean, normally I would. I assumed a few of you would want to join me on an easy path, but never mind.
Suckers for
I
punishment
think I'm
here, you
going to
know.
be down before you.
That's okay, if you are, you are. If you are, can you just pull off the runway to make room for others? Just go on.
Yep,
Don't
yep.
worry about driving on the grass. There's no police here. And there's no there's no pappy lights here, by the way, chaps. Just be aware of that. So what I try and do, I envision the nose of the aircraft coming down at the front of the runway, towards the front of the runway. So I'm envisioning my aircraft to land. And that works for me in Flight Simulator and with jets, with DCS and things. And C, you actually flew aircraft, didn't you, at one time?
Yeah, yeah.
Would that be, I mean, you'd be doing it mainly under auto, you flew the airliners, didn't you?
Yeah.
But you would...
Sorry. I'm just giving short answers and not very helpful.
That's okay. Would you envision your aircraft landing at the front? Is that the way you would do it as well in airliners?
No, I would look at the far end of the runway.
Oh, okay.
When I'm coming down, I just have my aiming point. Keep it to a certain distance between the nacelle, the cowling of my engine to that aiming point. But once I know I'm close to the ground, I just look at the far end, just keep flying her down.
Nice, okay. So I'm going to come immediately off the runway. That's not good practice for those who are watching. I'm just abandoning the runway for those who are coming behind me. It was a good enough landing. And from this vantage point, I'm always off centre for some reason. From this vantage point, I could see people coming in. So that's wrong way. That's wrong. That's you, Robbie, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And Dr. Oculi. Oculari, yes. Who is that, by the way? Maybe they haven't got voice chat on, that's okay. And
Oh, it's Dr. Oculari.
Ocularis, sorry, yeah. Spindrift came down there, lots of people coming down. Martin there.
Yep.
And I can see Al coming down. Sorry, I've not set up my drone camera properly. I should have. I'm hesitant to touch my Xbox gamepad because it can react badly with the Hot S1 for some reason. Once I start messing with that. Al, well done. We got a good enough picture anyway, I think. Let me know, YouTube. Oh, thanks. Enerador. Arenada. I hope I said that right.
Lots of planes coming in.
Yeah, it's Beth coming down as well.
Oh, look at that, Beth. Good one.
Beth's showing us up.
Yeah, sure.
And chaps, once everybody's down, if you can line up behind me where I am, because I'm going to just go straight off again.
Okay, go.
And Alan's coming down. That's Tippy Bird. Oh, and Hugh. Well done, Hugh.
Right, I'll have to backtrack.
Okay. That's Ninja. I think it's one of ours. Ninja, I believe you're with us. Who needs to backtrack? Oh, you need to come around again.
No, I'm up at the other end of the runway.
Oh, that's okay.
Unfortunately, I can't see anybody's names that I recognise now.
Right, if you come down the other end, you might do. That's you, Robbie, isn't it? Saying that.
It is, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we come to we're down the other end, and Alan as well. And Ninja, if you're with us, I'm not sure you are, but if you are, we're down the other end. I'm not so good with names, really. I'm not dyslexic, I'm lazy. But I'm a lazy reader.
Are we taking off the way we landed?
Yes, we are, yeah. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Now, it's up to you, chaps. I found, especially on it could be an Xbox-specific bug. Because I didn't turn nav off, I turned autopilot off. If I take off and press autopilot, it means nav's still engaged and my aircraft has difficulty getting back on the flight plan. Let's just put it that way. We could be spending 5-10 minutes waiting for it to get back on the flight plan. So what I recommend doing, if you've landed, if you just turned autopilot off and nothing else, go down here. You can see nav mode still engaged because we've got a GPS in green letters there. If I turn, and you can see the purple lines here as well, of course. If I turn nav mode off here, you can see the never mind, but you can see the GPS, those green letters are turned to ROL. It just makes it a lot easier to get on the flight plan. What I'm going to do is take off, fly towards the flight plan, try and actually flight on the flight plan, and then press nav mode to follow the flight plan. I don't know if you chaps had any issues with that or have any issues with that, but I certainly do on the Series S. Ah, right.
That's a good tip. That's a good tip because I think I had a lot of issues with that happening.
Yeah, it tends to fly you in circles, basically.
And I know some
he does. He does that a lot anyway.
AJ, our new location. Has anybody got the ICA, the code for the airport? ICOA code, isn't it?
For Birmingham?
No, for this airport.
EGLJ.
Yeah.
Great. If you look on Chalgrove, if you search, just type in Chalgrove in the search box, AJ, you can find us. Okay, I think AJ though, yeah, we do need to get going. What's my gamer tag? Let's show you that while we're on the runway here. Or off the runway. It's Huddison #2074. And thanks for watching, Nigel. It's great to see a lot of people watching there. There's a lot of people watching, guys. I've got 700 people.
Whoa.
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Oh, it's 30.
Yeah, it's great to see so many people. That's great.
It is good.
Yeah, so for the future, things like CRJ streams, but what I'm thinking of also is challenging airports, that type of thing, and even something like like I did the RNAV video yesterday. Maybe do an RNAV, like a RNAV or ILS training video, tutorial video, while people fly along with it.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, it does sound good. That I've watched out for that one.
Okay, it's pretty easy. RNAV is particularly easy, I find.
Yeah, well, don't tell me how it ends. You'll spoil it.
Okay, we'll keep it a surprise for you. Okay.
How do I get gamer tags up? Sorry.
If you go to what is it? Assistance options. Oh, you're asking me. Is it an assistance options and user experience?
General options.
General options. Thank you. Thank you.
Go to traffic, and then aircraft name to place.
So let me just show people that on screen as well, because I'm sure people might want that. So general options, traffic, and there you go.
I found that earlier.
Show traffic nameplates. There we are.
Yay!
Lovely. I had it on already. I'm just showing people on the stream there. Okay, I think AJ, we've got to get going, mate, because we've got at least another 30 minutes ahead of us here. And I don't know what people's how people are set for staying on, as it were, for time rather.
Yeah, he might be able to spawn on you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you look on the world map on the North Europe server and look around the UK from Heathrow to Birmingham, you should see if you have me added. As long as he's got me added as a friend, I think. I think that's the way it works, isn't it, chaps?
Yeah, North Europe.
But you've got to be added as a friend, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
But I think you can click on your airplane icon on the map, and it'll.
Yeah.
It should.
Okay, try that, AJ. I'll spawn in at Chalgrove, and because we do have to get going, I think stream's getting a little bit impatient there too. So what we're going to do, I'm going to throttle up and release a parking brake and just do there's enough runway here to do a takeoff. Let's go half throttle first, shall we? Just to get on the runway, and once I've cleared the grass and I'm on the runway, I'm going to open my throttle up. Oh, plenty of runway here, yep. And up we go. So again, I'm just going to trim to relieve pressure on me pulling that stick back. And I've not got autopilot engaged. I'm going to find my way. I mean, the flight plan is right next to us on that right G1000. I'm going to find my way over to that flight plan and try and fly on it, and then engage autopilot and then engage nav.
What's going on here?
What's happening?
It's not turning.
Oh. Ah. I mean, you could.
Are you on PC? Try a little pushback. Sometimes it gets stuck.
You haven't got handbrake on, have you? I have.
No. No.
Okay.
Hey, you.
AJ, yeah, okay. You'll find us. Yep, that's great. So I'm just turning banking to the left here. I'm near enough probably to that flight plan that it's not going to go all crazy on me now and just follow the flight plan. So I'm going to engage autopilot, come down to my left G1000, engage nav mode, and essentially it should hopefully now follow the flight plan, but because we still have that 1200 feet autopilot assignment, it should climb us in this case back to that 1200 feet as well. Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
All good here.
Right. It's a difficult one because I'm doing a stream and a kind of lesson at the same time, but I hope all's okay. By the way, chaps, coming up to this next airport, if you have POI on, you don't really get a POI for Birmingham. I've tried it before. It doesn't show. So I'm going to show you on the VFR map where we should start slowing down. If you're more adept and you think you can handle the airport, it's pretty much a straight on. It will turn you. We're heading, what are we? What's our heading? 300 at the moment. Once we get nearer to Birmingham, we got a heading of 340. It would turn you 10 degrees to the left, and you bang you on the airport. So it's very quick. We're flying over now, by the way, Oxford. Maybe you're not yet, but I am.
The Spires. Endeavour country, isn't it? Is it
oh yes, yes. Yeah, I've got a brother who lives here. I'm not sure how accurate this is to Oxford. I don't see the historic side of it, part of it. But maybe people who live there can fill me in on that. Oh, good to have you with us, MW. Great. Hi, Greek. How you doing, Greek dude? Hope you're well. Great to have so many people again. Yeah, I think there's I think that's Oxford United. To my left there. Is it Oxford United or Oxford City?
Lower down the leagues for me to know the answer.
Oxford were pretty good at one time. So there you go. Now this flight plan has changed yesterday. I changed it today because we were going to fly to Wolverhampton, but essentially it would have just been too complicated. The way it turns in the autopilot to Wolverhampton, it doesn't give you enough time to react to the airport at all. So I changed it to Birmingham. I thought Birmingham might be more interesting. The trouble is with that is that we don't pass some of the points of interest that we would have passed, like Blenheim Palace. It's either to the left or right of us on this flight plan, and it's unfortunate because I wanted to show you Blenheim Palace as a point of interest we'll be passing over. And Hugh, you knew some facts about that, didn't you?
What? Don't be asking me.
Well, you remember you said the Duke of...
I did, but I forgot them all.
Yeah, it was the Duke of Marlborough lives there.
That's right, yeah. I know Al knows a lot about royalty, so maybe you could answer that.
Oh, there you are then. Go on, Al.
I do nothing. He's just making it up.
Yeah, Duke of Marlborough. I looked a little bit deeper into that. It was built in 1705, Blenheim Palace.
There you go.
And I believe a lot of period dramas are filmed there because of the setting and the way it looks. It's a shame we're not going to fly over it because, such is life. But a lot of the period dramas where they film things like Romeo and Juliet or, you know, Victorian dramas.
Winston Churchill was born there.
Oh, was he? Ah, wow. So he's related to the Duke, is he?
I'm not sure. I just know he was born there because my wife, she keeps telling me every time we go past it.
Oh, you got one of them wives like that, have you? Okay.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah.
Oh, somebody just reminded me. I keep forgetting. You're absolutely right. Guess what I did? I kept my flaps down.
That's
I landed with full flaps. Yeah, because I quickly got out of the plane to look at other people. Ah, well, there you go. My mistake. There you go, stream. That'll be there forever now. Another one. That's why I'm so slow. Yeah, I saw people pass me by as well, I guess. For reference, I'm doing... It doesn't really matter now, in fact, at this point in the stream. I'm doing 118 knots. Probably get up to about 120. Thank you, Lies. Thanks for the tip there. I would have missed that completely. And good to hear you're doing well there, Greek dude. What trouble, Carlos, are you having, if you're still there, with the F-15? Is it a complex aircraft? So this route, at least, we'll be flying over, as you can see, a lot of different airfields.
Killington or something, Killington?
Yeah, and there's like a...
Past 9.
Right, there's lots of like glider clubs along the way too.
I'm just outside Birmingham at Coventry.
Oh, wow.
Oh, lovely, yeah, that's nice.
Oh, I see Al out in front of me.
Yeah, I can see a few of you out in front of me now. Spindrift there. I think a few of you have probably lost sight of you because of my stupid flaps mistake, but it happens. I've got sneaking cycle. No, sneak big cycle below me. And quite a few are behind, that's great.
I always think they should maybe do a book of people's names that are in flights and see where they're from.
Yeah.
So find it amazing when you're flying in a different country. Where are they really from? Where did they fly from?
Yeah, if they put a flag next to your name, that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's
oh
right.
Yes, yeah.
Well, even a code. That's right.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea at all, that.
That's the best idea you've had all year here.
Well, how about the tail number? You know, I know anybody can put anything, but like USA starts with the N.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. By the way, YouTube, if you want to ask questions or chat, now's your time, because I'm pretty much just flying on autopilot till we get to Birmingham. And this flight was just like an introductory flight, as it were, that we could fly together, a bit of autopilot and a bit of manual flying. We will do more challenging. I'm looking forward to challenging airports series.
Oh, me too.
I bet.
Hey, my college football team won yesterday.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep, they beat Ohio State.
Wow. Is that good for you? I don't know anything about American football, I'm afraid. Is that good for your team?
Yeah, they were ranked number 5 for
Oh, okay.
college.
My son lives not far from where we're flying, and it's a small village type area. And the original scenery was fantastic. You could make out the village and where he lives and the castle and everything like that. But they updated it. It's just a mess now.
Oh.
It has been for months.
Is it Warwick or Kenilworth?
No, it's a place called Holt Heath. Near Ombersley.
I've heard of Ombersley, but I don't. I've never flown there.
Yeah, the scenery's terrible. It used to be great.
Sorry, chaps. Clive's just asking me a question there. We go into Discord, Clive, for that. We were talking through Discord. If you join the Discord link in the description, we've got live chat going.
Sorry. I almost always remember these days, but I missed it.
Ah. Oh, is that you, Clive? No, Clive's asking me a question in chat. I thought it just... Never mind. Yeah, that's how you do it, Clive, anyway. By the way, on this VFR map, like I said, we don't get... I've got points of interest on airports. We don't get the points of interest, or I didn't last time for Birmingham. So basically, around here on the VFR map, around this part here, for the benefit of the viewers at home here, I'm going to start slowing down to flaps 1 speed. It's a little bit before we get to the airports, but I'm just going to play it safe. No problem.
Do we know the runway that we're landing at?
It's runway 33 at Birmingham. So basically, what are we? We're at that's what I was saying before. We're at 340 now. It'll basically turn you 10 degrees and you're there. But it springs up on you. Just be aware. Keep your eyes out. Either open your VFR map, or if you know how to pan the right G1000 map, you can check on there as well.
Teach them ILS, James.
Oh yeah. Well, in a future video. I'm not set up for that. Mind you chaps have become quite adept at ILS and goodness knows what.
Yeah, we like cheating. Especially if there's water before the runway, I particularly like ILS.
We're lucky if we land on the runway.
Hugh, what are you doing on the ground?
I'm not on the ground. Oh. I'm alright now, don't worry.
Yeah, chat, type away if you want to ask questions.
I got a screenshot of you down there, Hugh, so you're not getting away with it.
I'm not on the ground, honestly.
What's your distance to the destination?
I'm having problems with my panels here.
I'm 28 nautical miles currently.
27.
33.
And 31.
51.
Shove up the map here.
So there we go, it's just a nice leisurely ride at the moment on autopilot.
Just out of interest, how do you kill the vertical part of autopilot? Mine's holding and I don't want it to.
Oh, you don't want it to hold? Come off autopilot.
Yeah, and then it takes it off the nav mode.
You can do vertical speed up a couple hundred feet. Set your altitude.
So, set your next target altitude. and just click up and down. Oh, you're in the G1000 unit, right? You're not
Yeah.
using the Bendix? Okay. Yeah, vertical speed, flat level change, anything will do for you. And
Yeah.
then this unpressurized aircraft, it's a lot more comfortable descending at 500 feet per minute.
Did you want to go vertical speed freely, you mean?
Yeah, I was thinking it was a bit like the Pipers, where you've got a bit of a vertical hold, or you knock it off, and it's only got the left and right hold.
Oh no, you can't do it in this, I'm afraid. Once you got on autopilot, it will either go to your assigned altitude or whatever altitude you were at. But that's probably the best way to do it, vertical speed, and just set, as people were saying there, set it up or down.
Yeah, yeah, it looks easiest that way.
Okay, so what's the weather like? People flying on live weather, is it getting into twilight now?
It's very grey.
Overcasted. It's all overcast around here.
Okay.
You can see outside pretty easily, yeah.
So do you think you'll have trouble seeing the airport?
I don't have any trouble seeing your name tag, that's for sure.
Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's give the YouTube viewers, because I can change the weather. Let's see what it's like in live weather, especially now we're on autopilot. It's not going to hurt.
It looks nice, I think.
Oh, good grief! Wow, that is dark, isn't it? Yeah, it's very atmospheric, isn't it?
Mm. Dark satanic hills, but there's no hills here.
I just checked the chart, and if we're coming in for runway 33, we're gonna have a big approach lighting system just inviting us to go in anyway.
Oh,
So
lovely.
we shouldn't have any, yeah.
Will that be like the last big lighting system you showed me, see?
The one we did to Germany, right? That night flight.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Very anticlimactic. Sorry about that one, Hugh.
Really, what happened there? Let the viewers know what happened there, because we're all in the dark.
I'll let C tell you what happened.
Okay.
After I was watching for 3 hours.
So we were night flying. We were in live weather and live time, flying to Germany just before it gets the world update, just to take one last look at it. And I did the full IFR flight. So coming in, I knew that it was dark, but I told Hugh not to worry because I checked with my chart, and it got this big approach lighting system. So I was telling him that it's gonna be very beautiful going in. And we flew past one airport, and I told him that that one is nothing compared to the one we're going to. But when we ended up going in there was nothing. It was just dark and the runway edge light. So that was
wow.
anticlimactic.
So basically, you don't really listen to C. Cause...
Exactly.
No, I did not like to say that back.
Yeah. No.
Always listen to C before you listen to me.
What was the when you were coming into land at Chalkrove? What was the wind doing? How was the wind?
It was coming from the right, about 4 knots.
Okay. Probably
At the moment. Go ahead.
James, I'm putting a few pictures in Discord if you don't mind.
Oh no, of course not. Yeah, no, go ahead. No, that's what it's there for. Yes.
Okay, I had to put the one of you on the ground.
As long as it's clean, Alan. Nothing.
Yeah, I haven't seen any. I've been looking down for. Never mind.
Careful now.
So sneak bicycle. Bicycle. Is that anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, is that you?
No.
Oh, right. Could just be flying along. It's quite a popular route around here. I believe there's an RAF base around these parts as well. Maybe flying over it.
I think there's a Chinook base, I think.
Is there? Wow.
Bryce Norton is west of us. So I'm just coming up to Coventry.
Okay. John's asking in chat how many people are in the group. Has anybody counted anybody? Has anybody counted, rather?
Lots.
Yeah. I would say probably over 10, 12 people, 15 people maybe. It's difficult to tell because we've got other people flying along.
11.
30.
11 flying.
Really?
Yeah.
11.
11 in comms, should I say.
Oh, 11 in comms, yeah, and there's some outer comms as well. So 15, say, as a rough estimate. Yeah, and hopefully I'm going to be doing these on a monthly basis. Like I said, I thought I'd do this one a week after I did the other one. It's been a week since I did the other one, roughly, just to keep the motor running, as it were, just to keep the momentum up. But I'm hoping to do these once a month, and it won't just be. This is just a simple introductory flight, a bit of autopilot, a bit of manual flying, nothing too exciting. But I am excited for the dangerous airports. So if you're interested, go and check the Discord link and do in one of the chats there. You can say whether you want to come on the next live stream.
Well, I will definitely be here.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, I did the second half of Ace's live stream the other day.
Oh, did you? Okay, how did that go?
Went fairly easy. It was about a 2-hour stream.
Yeah, I need to watch. I started to watch it. It's quite a long stream, isn't it?
Yeah, we did the
James.
island hopping.
James?
Yes?
See the castle just to your front there?
Warwick Castle. Ah, how could I miss that? Yeah, brilliant, yeah.
Flew my drone around there.
What?
I flew my drone.
No, I heard you. Did you not get in trouble for that, though?
No.
Okay. Is it inhabited, or is it a sort of, what do you call them?
Sightsee.
Sightsee, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get some good pictures? Is that Martin, by the way?
Yes, it is.
Martin,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
See, I'm getting there.
It's on my YouTube.
Right, okay, I'll check that. Put it in Discord, the link to it, yeah?
Yeah,
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the, see, I'm missing things out. For the YouTube chat, we're flying over Warwick Castle here. I think we're on the, is this Coventry or on the outskirts of Birmingham?
It's just on the outskirts of Coventry. If you go back to where you was, there's Coventry Airport just over there.
Okay.
I got some information about Warwick Castle.
Oh no, go on.
It was built by William the Conqueror, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly. 1068. Google's my friend, you know.
Yeah, amazing.
Well done, you. I wonder where you got the Duke of Marlborough from as well. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. Thanks for watching, mate. Watching from Pennsylvania. Great.
Oh, lovely.
It's PA, Pennsylvania. Did I get that right?
Yes.
You could.
Yep.
There you are. I'm getting used to it. So for the benefits of those who may be slightly newer to flight sims, I'm going to soon start decreasing my speed to get into flaps 1 speed. So I've got plenty of time. This flight plan will plonk you on the runway, essentially. In fact,
I'm about 8.7 miles out.
Okay.
And Hugh, I'm just over the castle in live weather and time, and you can see the approach light this time.
Oh,
I'm
lovely.
a little bit behind you guys because I ended up. Someone went funny with me playing.
Oh, hang on. That's the runway, isn't it? Ahead of us, we can see the lights of the runway. That's the runway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy. There we go. Don't need to worry then, but I will start to slow down a little bit anyway.
And Alan, how's your ILS coming along?
I don't know. I ain't got there yet.
Are you doing,
You
guys?
know me.
I am 12.1 from the airport, and I got it.
I've got it, yeah.
1010, if you're wondering.
Oh, sorry.
9 miles.
Sorry, repeat that again, see, in case Alan didn't get that. I didn't.
Yep. The localizer frequency would be 110.10 with the final approach course of 326.
Yeah, I got everything. I'm set up. I just got to get there.
Perfect. Perfect. And if we're staying at 1,000, we're going to be capturing it from below. So you've got plenty of time to slow down as well.
Okay, chaps on YouTube, this is the airport. That's a runway ahead of us, nicely lit up, so it makes this very easy now. Go on, carry on, somebody.
2,000 feet.
Yep, yep.
I do like how the update, the G1000 now automatically puts the localizer freak in there for you.
Have you got the mod there? Have you got the G1000 mod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Updated it.
Where did it do that on? Oh, the mod. Okay, I'm not on the regular then. Doesn't show you the frequency.
So I'm just getting down to flaps 1 speed now. The runway is very clear ahead of me, and it will soon turn us on. When it does turn us, I'm just going to disengage autopilot as well. Is anybody else flying manually?
Yes, I'm flying manually.
Oh, okay. Have you all got the runway in sight?
Yeah, just lining up.
Yeah. Right.
I'm flying manually as well.
Okay. And you can see the runway, can you, Hugh?
Yeah, I can see.
I'm looking for it.
Oh, you can't see it, Spef. Have you got clear skies on? Oh, sorry, it's live weather shows it's quite well lit up, in fact. Watching from Johannesburg. Welcome, Charles. Lovely to have you. Wow. Got a very international meet in the YouTube chat today.
Ah, there it is. I got the runway now.
My flaps one. Flaps 1 there, chaps, for myself. Beautiful. And once again, if you can come off, I think there's a lot of high-speed turns off on this runway. It's quite a major runway. Airport. So I'm going to hand fly this. I'm going to turn autopilot off. Watching from the side of the runway in Piper. Oh, okay, Monty, great. So you're here. Monty's waiting for us, guy.
I'm on fire.
Love it.
Oh, very good. We missed it.
Well, is that Martin or Robbie?
You didn't want to be watched.
No, your last
No,
one was
I'm
really good.
You're going to get down before me.
I'm here. I'm a little bit behind you.
Okay.
I think I'm overhead Beth, actually.
Nice gentle throttle movements to decrease the altitude. Don't forget some decreasing the throttle to decrease the altitude. Just for the benefits of the newer flyers. Did I go to flaps 2, stage 2 flaps? I will now. Watch the flare. That flare doesn't feel realistic still to me. When you engage your flaps, it just seems to flare too much for my liking. But I don't fly Cessnas, so I don't know. And I'm controlling this now also with my stick. Feels very realistic doing it that way. Throttle and stick. Beautiful looking runway, isn't it, when it's lit up like that?
Yeah,
like a
nice.
Christmas tree. It's got a big H in the middle of it.
You were right.
Finally.
So who's doing ILS out of interest?
I'm doing it.
Lovely. Oh, I'm going to pull off and watch you.
Not me,
pressure.
mine messed up.
Flaps up. Held it. No, no. Oh, it's easy to hand fly this one. Alan, rather.
Yeah, I got her, I think.
Right, pop outside and take a look. Get rid of that. Oh, come on, VFR map.
I just want to get down so I can watch you bounce.
Come on.
And for the people who are watching and watching in the future, this is what they're like all the time, this lot.
It's
Bullies.
just fun.
Oh, they are. They're bullies.
Well, not really, Huddison, because they've actually found the runway this time.
Oh, that's true, Alan. Yeah. Sneak bicyclist with us as well. That's great. And Robbie, you coming down? Lovely.
I am. I'm just coming over the threshold now.
Lovely. And Beth, I can see you coming in. And Ninja. Both coming in together. This should be interesting. Ninja's down first. Go on, Beth, you're okay. Lovely.
Nice. Lovely, very good.
And we've got Martin coming in. Is that you, Martin, coming in?
Yep. Bounce. Oh no.
That's fine, as long as you can walk away.
I didn't
Well, at
bounce.
least I didn't embarrass myself with my landing.
You didn't at all, no.
Well done, Ben.
I've not. I've just got it on default. The sim. My cache on my cache on my Series S. Just default 10 rolling cache of 10 gigabyte. I think. Doesn't seem to do it any harm, so I've kept it.
Yeah.
And Alan, well done.
It's, I think 8 gigabyte.
Oh, okay, yeah. It doesn't seem to do any harm at all. And C, well done.
By
Lovely.
the way, how your flaps are down.
And we got Hugh coming in. I think you may be the last one, Hugh.
I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah. C and Tipbird.
Oh, we've got a few more people, maybe. I'm not sure if they're part of the stream, but...
Yeah, I'm not last. There's people behind me. I see them.
Okay.
Made me look, you know. Like, oh, bloody hell, I don't know.
You still crashed the sim. Make sure the sim, if it's to do, if you're the person who, I'm not sure if you're the same person who commented on one of my videos, make sure that you have your power saving settings set off, basically. I know that crashed a lot of people's systems when they were doing long flights. Make sure you've got some left over on your hard drive. If your hard drive's very full, delete some stuff, so at least you got 20 or 30 gigabyte left, because I think it does swap on the hard drive as well. Don't know if people knew that with the Xbox, but you do need some gigabytes free when you've installed Flight Sim. It's like a swap file in there, I think.
Are you enjoying the Xbox, James?
Loving it, loving it. Yeah, it's just very comfortable to play.
Do you think you'll upgrade to the next one up, the X?
No, I'm missing my yoke, to be honest. I'm looking to get back on my PC as well. It's lovely to play on the couch, the Xbox.
Right.
It's actually a great streaming platform as well, I found. Obviously, that's why I'm streaming from it a lot. I'll probably stream a lot of these videos when I'm doing these videos from the Xbox. Unless it's PC specific, like the CRJ. But the CRJ is coming to the Xbox as well, apparently, which is exciting.
Good.
So Nemesis...
We're watching.
Don't be watching me, boys.
Go on, Hugh. You've got to do a loop the loop now.
Well, there's no water around, so that helps.
Come on!
Huddison, if you could wave, it'll help you, so he knows where the runway is. Wave.
I'm waving, Hugh.
Don't worry, I'm in my drone following his aircraft. So, yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, post that on Discord later if you can. Yeah. Yeah, anybody captured any footage of this, post it on Discord. It'll be good to see it from different angles and things. Is there a few more people, Hugh, you said?
No, I don't think so. I'm just saying
No,
that.
I think, no. The rest are flying the A320 and the DC-6.
Oh, okay.
So,
He was just trying to divert attention.
I was. You know me well.
Well, listen, chaps, I'm going to end the video there. Thanks for watching. It's been lovely having you along. And next one will be a few weeks or a month's time. I'm going to do these monthly. But keep an eye on the channel, and I'll let you know. Keep an eye on Discord. And do feel free to fly between yourselves in the Discord as well. Now you know each other a bit better. That'll be great.
Sure.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the flight. Yeah.
Good fun.
Really enjoyed it. Thanks.
That's okay.
Yeah, thanks, James.
And thank you to chat. I'll catch you on the other side. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now. Right, I'm off making tea. I've got a hungry family.
Oh, what you having? What you having?
Some form of spaghetti thing that I got, which is fairly quick to do.
All right, we like that, don't we? Something you can do quick.
Pasta and meatballs.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds good. We'll be round.
Let's go around and I'm playing.
We're not on YouTube anymore now, are we?
No.
We're not live. We're not live anywhere. Alan, you can start swearing now.
No, we've got thanks for tuning in.